Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. Today I have a couple of things going on in the afternoon for baby. I have to get a glucose test done today, and I also have to do the genetics testing. So I'm excited for the genetics testing because it's going to tell us our gender early, which I feel like this week is going to go by so slow in anticipation of waiting to get these results. And for the glucose test, I'm not really looking forward to drinking that drink. I have a feeling I'm not going to like it, but I have to do it. So I'm going to be doing those things later today. And the reason I am doing the glucose test early, I'm 13 weeks and 1 day today, is because my BMI. So on the BMI scale, I'm not like cause for concern as far as like how far I am with like where they want me to be, but I am like 1 or 2 points over, so it's not like drastic, but they want to just monitor everything, which I appreciate. Also, if you hear like rummaging in the background, we put together something for the kitchen yesterday, and my dog is playing with an empty tiny box from that packaging. Speaking of what we got for the kitchen, I'm so excited to show you guys. It is a great addition to our kitchen situation. We don't really have a lot of counter space for kitchen prep, like for dinner and things like that, so we wanted to figure something out that is not too big to not take up too much space, but that we can also use for additional storage. So let me show you what we got. We got a kitchen island. It is great for storage. We have our popcorn maker in here. We also have our toaster stored away in here, which frees up so much space. Where we keep our coffee maker on the counter now, it's so much more open. As you saw, we have like our coffee filters and our stored coffee, as well as some other odds and ends, some cutting boards and things like that. So it comes in handy so much. It's such a great addition to the kitchen. It has wheels, which is great, so when we're not really using it or we feel like it's in the way, we can wheel it and put it off to the side, so that way we have more space to kind of walk around. But for the time being, we really love it in the center of the kitchen. It was really easy to assemble. I think my husband and I spent maybe like an hour and a half yesterday getting it put together. It does come in a couple of other colorways. I will link it down below. So some time has passed and I'm getting really hungry. It's almost 11:30 and I need to eat something. So I'm having Cheerios. Okay, so time has come, claw clip is in, and I think that's gonna be the hair for today, because the more I touch it, the more frizzy it gets, and it's just not, I really don't feel like using my heat tools on it. So it's been a minute since I've showed you guys my plants, and I have some sad news. I lost a couple of them. I think it could be like the temperature in the house. I'm not like someone who claims to have this like great green thumb and like can resurrect anything, you know what I mean? I just love plants. I love the look of them in my house. I moved my monstera back there, and the other day I had to cut some leaves off of my snake plant that my husband got me. She just withered away. I definitely want to keep this planter. This little baby is doing good. It's one of those like, I'm not hydroponic. I don't know how you would explain it. But there's the roots in there and you put the water. And I've trimmed her a couple of times, so she's doing really well. My peperomia is not doing well at all anymore. Here's my monstera. I watered her yesterday, and I also put some sticks in there to try and prop her up. I need to order those like little plant clip thingies to keep the pieces, you know, the parts of the plant attached. She's definitely big. I love the leaves on this plant. Like, this is definitely one of my favorite plants ever. For those of you wondering, this is my mother-in-law's piece of artwork. She's an abstract artist. I'll link her Instagram down below. We have a couple pieces by her. This one, I can't think of the title off the top of my head, but I will put it in the video here. And then the other piece we have is over in the dining room, and I will link that down below as well. Hey guys, it is about 2 o'clock now, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't anxious about this appointment. I am getting a little anxious just because the not knowing part obviously is like triggering. Today's outfit is very, very casual. Don't mind the lint roller. If you have a retriever or any kind of dog that sheds, then you know. Black leggings, you always need some kind of lint roller. So I literally threw this on a little while ago just because I wanted to be comfortable. So we have a quarter zip up and it has like a little collar and a little kangaroo pocket in the front, which is nice. It is super cozy, fleece lined, lightweight, and I got it from Marshall's recently. My earrings are from Shein. My necklace is something that I always have on. It is my name in Armenian. And my rings are my normal rings. I have my peridot ring that I always have on and my wedding set. And then just some simple leggings. Sort of a little bump update there for you. I just ate a little bit, so to try and calm the nerves, and so it could be bloat, could be baby, I don't really know, but it's just like the not knowing is what's like the anticipation of everything, and knowing that we're gonna know the gender, it's gonna be such a slow week. That's my outfit for today. Very simple, very cozy. I apologize, we were backlit for a little bit. Hopefully this is a little bit better. But look at her, she always has to be in the frame. I'm just nervous. I know everything is gonna be fine. It's gonna go fine. But if I don't pass this glucose test, I have to do it again. And it's gonna be a 3-hour wait instead of a 1-hour wait. I have my water here. I've been drinking it all morning. I've gone through 2 of these, and this is a 30-ounce Stanley cup. So, wish me luck. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. So, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, so there was a little bit of a hiccup yesterday. I went for my appointments and they didn't have the correct vials for the genetics test at the location I went to. So I woke up early this morning and I called them to see if they got them in, and they took my name and number because they were gonna look for them. But then I called a different location nearby and they had them. So I'm going in at 10:30 this morning. It is almost 9 o'clock for the genetics testing. And then the glucose test. My fault, I guess. The location I went to closed at 4. And since it's a 1-hour test, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I have an appointment set for Friday. As you saw, I have my cereal and my coffee. So I'm gonna enjoy that. And then get ready, make sure I drink water, and get this done. So I'll touch base with you guys in a little bit. from getting my tests done. Everything went smoothly. I got my glucose drink test done as well as my genetics test today. I'm so relieved that I was able to get them both done in the same day and not have to split everything up and go back and forth. So I took a picture of the one that I got. They gave me the orange one, and I think it's like 6 ounces or something, the bottle size, but you have to drink it in like 5 minutes. So I was taking long sips, trying not to like chug it down, take my time with it within the 5 minutes that I had. And if I were to describe it to you, it would be a really sugary, flat orange soda, and it didn't taste terrible. I was able to keep it down, and of course, trying to pass the time, I turn the bottle around when I'm like almost done with it, and I read the side effects, which are like nausea, dizziness, vomiting, like random, right? So I'm reading it and I'm drinking it, so I'm like trying to keep it out of my brain, like, just drink it, Bianca, it'll be fine, you're doing fine, it's okay. And luckily I had my phone and everything, so I was able to pass the hour wait time with a few episodes of The Office. So about 2.5 episodes of The Office is about 2 hours, 1 hour long. So I was able to pass the time pretty easily, and that kind of kept my mind off of the side effects. And like the only real thing that I had, which probably because I was taking big sips of the drink, was just a little bloating. I felt a little bit of like air in like the top part of my stomach, but once I was waiting and everything, and I had my water with me too, that also helped. I was drinking a little bit of water while I waited. That dissipated after a while. So now I just wait for the results. The genetics test, they say it takes about 12 days. I read online that it can take 5 days. So our gender reveal is planned for the 11th, which is Sunday, I believe. But I figured if I don't hear anything by Thursday, then we'll have to move some stuff around. But I'm really excited to finally it's such a relief to have all the testing done. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to a new day. I have some news, some updates from my nurse in terms of some of the testing I had done. She called me this morning. I missed the call, so I had to call back. To say I was not nervous would be a lie. I was shaking when I called her, and it turns out I didn't pass the 1-hour glucose test. It's a little frustrating because now this means that I have to do the 3-hour one. She explained I'm gonna be fasting for 8 hours before, and the drink that I'm gonna be drinking is gonna be similar, but it's gonna be a little bit bigger in size. Something to do with the levels of the glucose in the drink. And essentially what they do is they draw blood the first hour, the second hour, and the third hour to monitor and see what my body's doing with the sugar. My dog is currently trying to play with one of my cats, so if you hear meowing, that's what that is. But I looked it up, and apparently a passing glucose test is your blood sugar levels should be 140 or lower, and mine was 157. I think I know why it was elevated. I think it's because I ate that breakfast sandwich with the maple pancakes before I went. She didn't sound super concerned. She's like, don't freak out, you're not diabetic. This doesn't mean that you're diabetic. It just means we have to take a closer look. It's just annoying more so than like upsetting. I'm not super concerned because it was only slightly elevated. it wasn't like 200 or something. I don't think I'm diabetic. I feel like I'm in pretty good shape, and I've been eating pretty healthy since finding out that I was pregnant. I've been more mindful of what I've been putting in my body, so I'm not super concerned. It just sucks. Like, it's just not great to know that you have to wait 3 hours and every hour they have to draw blood. It's what we're dealing with now, so I wanted to update you guys with that. Now I'm gonna have my sourdough toast and my coffee and wait for my husband to get home. Okay, so some time has passed. As you can see, it's getting dark outside. It is a little after 5, and it is time to feed my dog. So I'm gonna feed her dinner. I'm currently defrosting some ground meat for our dinner tonight. We're gonna do spaghetti, but I'm gonna do like kind of a meat sauce. So we have marinara, so I usually just like cook up the meat, season it a little bit, and add it to the marinara for like a simple meat sauce, nothing fancy. So that's what we're doing for our dinner tonight. But let's get Zoe fed. So this is what we give her. I believe it's by Fresh Pet. It's like a slice and serve kind of meal for dogs. This is the turkey recipe with carrots, brown rice, and spinach. She loves it. So I usually cut her a slice and I dice it up. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of cheese if she's been good. Just like a magic moment, and I think it's what I needed after today's news. There we go. I am so, like, it's the little things, you know, but I think it's something that I needed after today, and it's just so pretty, you know. Zoe. So I think I'm gonna end this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be sure to update you guys in the future with more vlogs. Like this video if you like this kind of content from me. Comment down below if you have any other content suggestions. I'm open. Zoe. I'm open to hearing your input, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye everyone.